Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. With the season 15 premiere of Bob's Burgers set to air on September 29th, we figured it's a good time for a good old-fashioned tier list. We haven't done one on the channel for a while. Yeah, since season 1 and 2 episode tier list. So why not do another one? So today we're gonna go through each of the 14 season premieres and see where they rank on our fun little tier list here. As you can see, we've kind of funned up our tier list from a normal tier list. At the very top, we have medium, followed by medium well, medium rare, rare, and overdone and dry. These, of course, are based off the temperatures of burgers and how they should be cooked. And we all know that Bob considers a medium cooked burger to be the best. So that's why it's our S tier. Followed again by medium well at the A, medium rare B, rare C, D, overdone and dry at the bottom. No need for explanation on that last one. You all know. So, let's see. So, with all that being said and out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right in. So, we got 14 episodes. Let's chug right along. Season 1, Human Flesh. Classic episode. It's fun to go back and watch episodes during seasons 1 and 2 and just see how far the show's come, not just in animation, but in jokes they tell. Needless to say, there are a handful of jokes that probably wouldn't fly in today's climate, but we all love, especially the burger of the day joke. So, yeah. Is it a perfect episode? Not in my eyes, no. I would rank it in the top 10 episodes, or I wouldn't rank it in the top 10 episodes that one must see if getting into the show. But I do think it's a solid way to kick off the series. So with all that being said, I'm putting this one right in the medium well. Great episode, but not one that I would put in the top 10 episodes of you must sees. Which I know is blasphemous. It is the first one, of course, but it is my list. If you don't like it, let me know in the comment section below and let me know where you rank all these episodes. Or if you agree with me, give me a thumbs up and say, hell yeah. Season 2, The Belchies. Taking a page out of the Goonies playbook, the kids acquire a hand-drawn map from Teddy that suspiciously looks like a butt in the hopes of finding hidden treasure. From Jimmy Jr.'s homage to Footloose to Taffy Butt, this is a solid all-around episode for me. Again, I wouldn't say it's a must-see if you're trying to convince somebody to watch the show. But I much like... Oh, shit. I put the wrong one there. Well, this one's going to be a medium well as well. Human Flesh. Boom. Sorry, I got my little things mixed up down there. So there you go. Human Flesh and The Belchies are right there in the medium well section. Solid episodes. But again, I wouldn't put them in the top 10 of all times. And this is just the season premieres. But that brings us to Season 3, Earsy Rider. Louise has her ears stolen by Logan, and after numerous attempts at getting them back, she turns to the One-Eyed Snakes to help get them back by any means necessary. Classic episode, chaotic Louise. Love her when she loses her ears and she just has her hoodie on. And she thinks they're gone. She laughs maniacally, and you get the flames in the back. Classic meme. That we all know and love is still used to this day. We also get the introduction of the One-Eyed Snakes, the local biker gang that deals in meth and other unsavory business practices. Again, absolutely love this episode. Crit and the gang are hilarious, and I jump at the opportunity to ever see the One-Eyed Snakes. So this for me, I don't know if you can tell, but that's an easy medium for me. Definitely would rank this in my top 15 of all time out of all the episodes. Easy medium for me. Easy. Season 4, River runs through Bob. The family goes camping, and while the family has plans of their own, Bob is determined to show them just how much of an outdoorsman he really is. That night, Linda and Bob sneak off to enjoy the hot springs but get swept away. The kids wake up to see that they're not around, and hilarity ensues. Bob has a knack for Bob's has a knack for starting off their seasons very strong, and this episode's no exception. For me, this one goes right in the medium well. Seeing Bob kind of give up and interact with the squirrels and just kind of just go ahead and take me squirrels. Hilarious. And then Linda fighting them off, of course, and eating ants. But yeah, no, medium well. Season 5, Work Hard to Die Trying Girl. Hands down, one of my favorite episodes of all time. Not just season premieres, but favorite episodes. Not just the music. The music's great. The story of competing plays is hilarious. I know this ranks very high on tons of fans' tier lists and rankings, and it's no different for me. This one is an easy medium. Boom, easy. Sliding Bob season 6. Season 6 is different, where it starts off the season on a triptych, meaning there are 3 individual stories, or 3 stories in one, told through the children's eyes. This one, Bob starts to lose his hair, and Linda kind of reflects on how much she loves his mustache and how it kind of drew her to him in the beginning. And then the kids tell their versions of how Linda and Bob met. And typically I like triptychs. This one, however, for some reason, I didn't like all the mini stories. I loved RoboStash. I thought that was hilarious, but obviously based off RoboCop. But the Carnival one didn't do much for me. It was fine. Middle of the road, but the RoboStash one, especially because Fish Odor is in it, and Sergeant Bosco, hilarious. I love them. So for me, excuse me, this one, it's kind of middle of the road. It's not one I would recommend, not because it's bad, but just because there's stronger episodes. So this one for me, that's gonna go in the medium rare. Not bad, not great. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, that's it's fine. Season 7, Louise. Louise is down for the count with the flu and has some wild fever dreams. The family, in an attempt to dry out her Coochie that has fallen into the toilet, has melted the figure, and is kind of the origin story of Bad Coochie. In Louise's dreams, the family is represented by various toys. The musical numbers are a 10 out of 10. Each actor gets a chance to shine, and they really they really do. H. John, when he has his bit, John Roberts, everybody's perfect in this episode. I have no notes. It's one of the best in the entire series, and this is a no-brainer, easy medium for me. Easy. There's no debate. And if you think there is, you let me know in the comment section below. I'll tell you you're wrong, but you let me know your reasoning. Season 8, Brunch Watch. Oh boy. This is where things take a turn. Where do I start? This was the fan art episode. Great in concept, not so much in execution. It kills me because story-wise, this episode is fantastic. The jokes hit. Dalton is amazing, but the animation changes like every beat, and it changes so often that it takes me out of the episode. I would love to see them do the normal version of this episode, and some people think they actually have, but they haven't, and there are no plans to do so. So yeah, I think the concept was great, but I think I would have preferred them to just do an extra long opening credits or an extra long ending credits with all the different art styles. But I'm not sure it worked as far as like an episode goes, because every little beat, it just changes. And for me, it kills the momentum of the episode, and takes me out completely. So I understand why they did, and I think it's a great idea. It's just, for me, it didn't work. So with that being said, it's not overdone and dry because it's not a bad episode, but I can't rate it any higher than a rare because of the simple fact that the animation alone, which is half of an episode, animation and then the story, it just completely takes me out. So for that, I can't rate it any higher than a rare, which kills me because story-wise, fantastic. So yeah, that one hurts, but it is what it is. Season 9, Just One of the Boys for Now. Tina meets the love of her life again. She finds herself at the local, and once she bumps into him, she finds herself at the local Boys for Now audition to kind of find him and see where things could go. Of course, she runs into a bunch of boys at this thing and kind of loses her mind. She's disguised as a boy herself as to not stand out because there's no girls allowed at the audition. So, yeah, Great episode. Josh Gad, David Diggs, my boy Andrew Rannells. They're all in it. They're all killing it. The songs are amazing. The jokes are 10 out of 10. So yeah, I have no reservations on this episode. This episode to me is fantastic. No Pants in Space. The other songs escape me at this moment. But yeah, no, this is easy. This is easy medium. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 mediums. Usually I'm not this generous. But I guess, hey, it is what it is. Season 10, The Ring But Not Scary. Bob is planning to surprise Linda for their anniversary with the ring. He was never able to get her. The kids lose the ring at the local water park, and then Nat and her crew help to find the ring. This episode, while having a nice, cute little ending shot with the little birds there, didn't quite hit the mark for me. It's fine. It's a fine episode, but nothing really memorable that I find myself bringing up after multiple views. It's I don't know, like I do with other episodes. So for me, this one kind of slots in the medium rare. It's fine. It's there. I don't hate it. Not gonna actively not watch it, but it just doesn't do anything for me. So there are little bits in there though that are funny, so I'll give it that. But as an overall episode, it just wasn't my thing. Season 11, Dream a Little Bob of Bob. Another fever dream episode, much like Flouise, but this time with Bob, who's in search of a key for a lockbox. To me, this episode, again, is kind of in the same ballpark as Flouise, but not as memorable. It has its moments, but this isn't one that I go back to frequently to watch. Like I said, I think it's in the same ballpark as Flouise, but not as memorable. So for this one, I think we're going, this one's going in the medium rare as well. So yeah, I don't know. Manic Pixie Crap Show, another episode that is just fine. We get to see Millie, which is always fun. She recruits Louise to help her get the Pixie Fairy Wands because Millie has been banned from doing the whole Pixie hangout thing. At the restaurant, they get a delivery in error of a bouquet of flowers that is shaped like a dog, and Linda has a complete meltdown over this dog, and it brings up things from her past, which is always fun. A fine episode. That's just fun. There are, again, bits and pieces that are real fun. If I'm remembering correctly, Gene and Tina are playing frisbee in the park, but they don't have a frisbee. That's fun. But yeah, it's fine. This one is also going in the medium rare for me. Let's see, season 13, To Bob or Not to Bob. Calvin comes up with a scheme to make Felix admit that he is a thief. He writes a play and he helps with the help of the Belchers, and they put on the performance in hope of pushing Felix to confess. Personally, I really enjoyed this episode. I love the fish odors, and toss on the natural dramatics of doing a play. This works on every level for me. I love anytime we can get the fish odors together. So for me, this was an easy medium well. So that's going right there, medium well. That brings us to our final one, season 14, Fight at the Not Okay Chorale. This one combines the humors and the feels. Linda and a reluctant Bob want to get the kids to do the chores, and the kids, of course, don't want to do them. We have a classic standoff told through the lens of an old Western. The animation in this episode is off the charts. When Bob and Linda are traveling through the desert after they kind of just left out there, the animation there is just everything gets cranked up to 11. Thumbs up if you get the reference. The humor hits. We get cameos by just about every fan favorite, and we also get the return of Marshmallow, who's now voiced by Jari Jones. In the end, Linda and Luis have their tender moment, and all is well. It's a strong start to the season. It's a strong start to a season that has a couple of emotionally heavy episodes. So I think this was a good tee up for what we were getting for the rest of the season, especially in the next episode, The Amazing Rudy. So this one, for me, this one falls into the medium well as well. The sentimental side of it was fine, but the rest, especially the Western story, or when we get transported to the Western world, is a 10 out of 10 for me. I love it. Luis in her giant boots is fantastic. And if you saw the photos or anything from Comic-Con of the Toddland booth, that was the background for it this year. So 10 out of 10. Well, actually, I guess not 10 out of 10 because I put it in medium also. Let's say 9 out of 10. So there you have it, folks. Was I right? Was I wrong? Let me know in the comments section below. Be on the lookout for JB's tier list, which should be coming soon. And don't forget, new Bob's Burgers episode starts September 8th, and season 15 premiere is airing September 29th. Next day on Hulu, of course. Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Blanket. I don't know, underwear, that's nice.